I reach beneath the skin of the street with each step, walking closer to my final destination of death. When I'm laying the rest.
What's up, y'all? My name is Geologic, MC for the Blue Scholars.
This is Sab Z, DJ producer for Blue Scholars. Man, Canada. How do you like Canada so far, man?
I dig Canada, man. I like the fact that folks got like universal health care out here, things like that. I don't like the fact that the exchange rate is 1-to-1 right now, because you used to come over here and cop like $100 shoes for like 60 US. Seattle hip hop is bubbling. It's coming up. You got folks like my dude right here, my good medicine brethren, Macklemore.
Tell him.
Yep. Along with Khalil.
Yep.
Gabriel Teodoro.
Yep.
My other good medicine brethren. We got we're bumping the Physics on the way up here. You got the homie Grinch, who just dropped his album. Saba did a track with him. And then beyond Seattle, we're kind of finding this whole Northwest thing that's going on. I mean, we had let's see, we just went down to Portland and Eugene last week, and they show us love there too, and we show them love back.
Our lives are in crisis. Most talk but don't walk the path of the righteous despite this.
Man, so like, your family's from the Philippines, right? My father's from Iran. Father's family had to escape because they were persecuted by the government there.
Yes.
Whereas, yeah, right. Interesting enough.
Yeah.
How do you think that helps shape the way our music sounds?
That means we were like the first generation out of a long list of generations to not share the same living conditions as their parents, right?
Oh, interesting. That's true.
So there's things like language barriers a little bit, cultural differences. I think it informs a lot of the music that we make. I mean, Bayani, the last album we dropped, is like a kind of a big up to our heritages, our backgrounds. It's a word that you find in Farsi and in Tagalog. So it plays a big role, and not just for us, but we actually live in a community in South Seattle where there's people of all types of third world peoples from different countries who have the same, not same, but like similar experiences. They left their country as political refugees.
In search of a better pie to eat from.
Bring them back home, man. Can you believe it's 2008 and it's still up in Baghdad?
Still up in Baghdad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's really it's not the business.
Nah.
Not feeling that at all.
I know what we gotta do though. Bring them back home.
I know,
son.
right?
Need to bring them back home.
In fact, we did that song about that,
right.
I made the beat and you wrote the lyrics. We did the video.
Dude, it was summer of 06. 3 years deep into this war, this occupation of the war was declared over. Occupation continued, violence and repression continued. So at this point, we wanted to make a song that captured what people were actually thinking and feeling. I mean, the initial anger that was there about the war in the communities was still there, but it had transformed into this sort of like, people weren't like raising their fists and taking to the streets as much as they were just tired of the bullshit. And you could kind of hear it in people's voices like, man, bring them back home. It's that simple. And so we did a song called Blink, right? Yeah. We're talking about like oil and economics and all that stuff.
Like, no wonder the president wants to go to war.
Right. And when it comes down to it, we could talk about all these macro things.
Right, but the average person isn't even thinking about that when they have to join the military because they can't afford to do anything else.
Right.
And it's kind of like different people have different relations. Either they're over in Iraq, they have family members there, or they have friends there, or they know somebody who has in that position. So it's just like, let's bring them home. Right. Let's stop it right now.
Definitely. And me, my pops was in the military, and a lot of my family members. I have friends who actually went and did a tour in Iraq. My brother was there, so I had a personal connection to it. And I'm very critical of the war. But at the same time, it's not like I'm gonna be like, fuck the war, fuck all y'all soldiers out there fighting the war. It's more complicated than that. I mean, people have very real connections to it, and just want to show them that I got their back. I got your back. So what's the word?
So once again, this is Geologic, Blue Scholars. I'm Sab Z. You are watching The Word. And what's up next?
Our video, right?
Our video's next.
Back home.
And it begins like this, yeah. And it begins where we left. A brother chased after my death until he catches his breath. We embarked upon a long march, too weary to rest. Now tell me, who would ever have guessed that at the top of the West, a party rocker and a poet might collectively have written another chapter in this fight against the self, described right but not righteous. It's highly unlikely we'll take it lightly when 1,000 of my compatriots are evacuating nightly from one Ave to another, university to Beacon. The body was never meant neither to last or be beaten, but Buddha's in the streets teaching a lesson to kids in the cold. And if I tell